Hey guys, so today's question is to write a program to find the factorial of any positive integer, and the program should also handle negative integers with an appropriate message. All right. So let's first now the solution for this problem, it has two variations. One is a recursive method, one is a non-recursive method. So people can ask you that write this in a non-recursive way or write this in a recursive way. So whatever you want to choose. I'm going to show you both the methods today, and then up to you as in how the question comes. So let's define a function called factorial non-recursive, and let's give it a parameter of n. It will accept n. Now factorial, let's give a variable factorial equals to 1. Now for I in range, we want to go from 2 because 1 factorial is 1, so we're starting from 2 till n plus 1 because the stopping limit is exclusive. We want to include n value of n, and factorial plus no factorial equals to factorial star I. Pretty simple. And then we just return factorial. All right. Now let's define our non-recursive recursive method. Define factorial underscore recursive. This will accept a value of n as well. Now if n equals to 1, we return n. So let me jot this down and then I'll explain how this works. Else return n star factorial n minus 1. Alright, so for the first method, we go from 1 till n. In the second method, we go from n till 1. Alright. Now let's take n as the input. N equals to input. We'll typecast this to int input. Enter the value of n. So usually we go for factorial of n. So yeah. All right, backslash n. Now if n is less than equal to 0, we say n should, we say let's print n should be a positive integer and let's exit out instead of continue. Import sys, yeah, and let's just give sys dot exit, and let's give an exit value greater than 1 because 1 stands for success. So let's give say 5. I don't know anything about it. So it will exit with the value of 5, and otherwise if n is a positive integer, in that case let's just print. I'll use something called f strings, which is from Python 3.6 and above. If you want to use, if you don't have Python 3.6, if you have an older version of Python, you can just use normal strings and use the plus operator to append the values to it. I find this easier, so non-recursive factorial of, so I can, if I give curly braces and I give any variable, or if I want to execute anything, that gets executed and then gets converted into a string and is appended in position. So that's why I like s strings rather than writing plus operator or using the format function and all that stuff. So factorial of n non-recursive factorial of n is, and let's call factorial non-recursive. Let's pass into this. All right. And then recursive factorial of n is, and let's call factorial recursive. All right. Pretty simple. Let's test this out. So let's enter a value of n, say 5. Non-recursive is 120. Recursive 3. Let's test this out again for a negative. So let's give -3, and you can see that it prints the statement n should be a positive integer, and then it exits the code with a status code of 5. All right. So that's it for today, guys. Thank you. Subscribe and press the bell icon to get notifications for our latest videos.